Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Welcome back to Friends of Disney, where we are friends who talk about Disney.
And I'm officially 25.
She's 25.
If you haven't checked out my birthday episode, please watch it.
It was last week's episode, Candle Shoe. But if you're
It's not about candle and not about a shoe. I took my own joke way back from him.
If you're new to the podcast, don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. And also follow us on Instagram. And today's episode is StarStruck.
Camera flashing.
Living your life as a dream.
Photos in magazines.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I start out for this episode?
Yeah.
With just a little something.
You have fun. I gotta take care of Casper Jr.
Okay, so I follow a lot of things on Instagram. And one of the posts I saw on Instagram that will forever live in my brain is StarStruck is just a fan fiction turned into a movie. Main character runs into hot celebrity. Somehow finds herself in a relationship with celebrity. Drama. Still like the same person, but now celebrity loves them. Still normal girl.
Okay, not gonna lie, when I was watching this, I couldn't help but feel like, so my mom and her ex-husband, when I was living with them, she often would think, like, this was when Justin Bieber was the shit. Okay.
Yes, it was.
He's like young with his like blonde hair.
Yeah, and
Like
his
Baby
song
era?
Baby came out. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so when I was watching this, I was like, man, okay. So he is like Justin Bieber and she absolutely hates him. The reason why I brought up this story though is because every time I watch the Karate Kid movie, at the end of the movie, and this is the newer one, it's Justin Bieber that sings "Never Say Never," I think it is, or something like that. But either way, my mom and her ex-husband were just they would always go like, "Ooh, baby, baby, you love Justin Bieber," and I'm like, I legitimately don't. And so like I sympathized with her so much. I'm just like, yeah, I would hate him too.
Honestly, don't give me hate, internet. That's how I used to feel about Tom Holland. I'm dodging the hate attacks.
See,
Dodging them.
my childhood crush was Selena Gomez. And so I hated Justin Bieber with a burning passion because I hated that he was in a relationship with Selena Gomez. That and his music to me was very annoying.
Yeah.
But that was my driving factor when I was younger.
Like, hate to turn this into a I hate Justin Bieber rant, but honestly, like,
Here's the thing. I don't mind his I don't mind the song Baby now.
oh god, I still hate it.
I don't mind it now.
There's a word.
I'm still not a fan of Justin Bieber, though. I've never been a fan of him. I think he's just a pretty boy.
And then everyone at school was just like, Justin Bieber is so cute, and I'm like, My Chemical Romance is the shit.
Well, and he was also followed up with One Direction, and then there was...
Okay, I did like One Direction.
I liked 2 songs from One Direction. When did One Direction come out?
that
It's
was
the same time.
It was around the same time because
but
they
it
were in
was
middle
earlier,
school.
yeah.
Middle school.
Oh.
So there was One Direction and there was Justin Bieber. So like if you wanted the boy band, you went to One Direction, but if you wanted the one dude, you went to Justin Bieber. And I hated Justin Bieber. Baby was so annoying. It's still super annoying for me. I absolutely hate it. The only song of his that I actually ever liked was Lonely.
Oh, no. The one song that I really enjoy. Oh, what is it called? Didn't he write that one song about a girl who's using his name to get into all the clubs and he's like, go love yourself or something like that?
Yes.
I really like that song.
Yeah.
But Nate Wants Battle did a better version.
Bieber?
Because
Christopher Wilde reminded her.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. If you were Bustin' Jeebers, Justin Bieber fan. Who is your male celebrity crush?
Oh, who was my celebrity crush? If it
Male
was
celebrity crush.
Like
Usher.
Usher. Oh, I like Usher. I saw him in concert once. It was awesome.
He,
Um,
for a man in his 40s.
Thumbs up from Megan.
see, obviously no male crush, but like I said, my
Incorrect. He does have a male crush these days.
not when I was a child.
Okay.
Not growing up, I did not have a male crush.
If you're wondering, it's Fiero.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be Adam Lambert.
No guy can disagree on Fiyero from Wicked. But no, growing up, it was Selena Gomez, hardcore for me.
Now I got the biggest squish for Post Malone.
We do love a good squish.
If you don't know what a squish is,
It's like a best friend crush. Yeah.
Yeah. Post Malone, can we be best friends?
I didn't have crushes growing up. So when I was like in middle school, my mom basically was like, you can't watch TV or do anything unless you finish all your homework. And so I did homework all the time, which meant that I was kind of like, I just didn't know anything in pop culture. So I just really didn't have crushes on any male or female celebrities. Yeah.
So this is a DCOM, which is a Disney Channel original movie.
And for the record, I remember seeing it when it came out. So it was like one of the few things I remember seeing.
StarStruck is part of a unique family of movies for me that are DCOMs. Because I would go through this string of like, I would see like the previews for like DCOMs that are getting ready to be released. And I would 100% think that they were stupid, that I was going to hate them. I would watch them and I would fall in love with them. And this was like the first in that series. Like, I think Teen Beach Movie was actually on there, crazily enough.
Okay, I knew I was gonna like Teen Beach Movie, but
Casper Jr. needs your assistance.
Casper Jr.
Sorry. Da da da.
There was also the prom one, and there's a new prom one now.
There was Radio Rebel. There was 16 Wishes. There
Oh, I love
was
16 Wishes.
I don't like
there
16
was
Wishes.
Geek Charming.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, there
The
was
one with the phone.
Zapped.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
Yeah, there was a number where I was like, I really don't think this is. I think this is stupid, and then I end up loving it, and I don't know. Like I was, so when we watched it yesterday, me and Megan, of course, were like jamming out to the songs.
They were really, really good. For the record, I think I would listen to like the Starstruck soundtrack if it wasn't tied to this movie because I genuinely really like the music.
But the thing is, I looked at her and I'm like, this guy is just a regular old pop star. But when you listen to the songs that he sings for the movie, because all of the songs are his songs, they're never like random musical number. They're all supposed to be written by him, every single one of them. None of them sound like a song that you would hear on the radio. Absolutely none of them. Not Something About the Sunshine, not
Which is the
Shade.
best song in the movie.
Oh my gosh, I have a lot of
love
Spotify playlists.
Something About the Sunshine is an amazing song.
Fun fact, we have a good friend named Sarah, who I don't think listens to this podcast, but she should. Who, for like 2 weeks during our freshman year, before these two came to join us at Whitworth, was stuck in her head. So we would constantly listen to that song. Yeah.
I have a specific playlist. I call it my Sunshine Driving playlist, where it's like specific songs that I listen to with like windows down and sunny sky out. And like that's like top of that list of that playlist.
Wait, did you just say baby's name?
No.
I thought I
No.
said baby's name.
Nope.
No.
Sorry, I was thinking about how Casper was actively talking pretty loud over there.
Yep.
If you hear baby sounds in the background, that's Casper Jr. He's awake and chatty today.
But but I don't know, like, okay, we've talked about how much we love the movie. Justin Bieber. Overall, what's your favorite part of the movie?
Okay, I don't want to go into like a favorite part of the movie. I just wanted to go into something real quick that I kept noticing in the movie.
Yes, please.
How the club is under 21.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been thinking about it this whole time.
Like this time when I was watching it, I was like, huh, under 21. Wow.
It's a teen club.
I know. Which I think is kind of interesting considering the fact like that is not the American culture
At
at all
all.
for teens. Like teens don't really there's not a good place for teens to hang out anymore.
No, it used to be the mall, and even then, malls are kind of,
Malls are going distinct because of e-commerce businesses.
and they're just boring.
Yeah.
Not a lot there anymore.
And so all they have now is social media to rely on, and that in itself is horrible.
If I had $1 million, I'd make a place for teens to hang out.
Business idea.
Okay.
What
What's the business idea?
that?
Oh. But here's the thing is things like those have come up multiple times. And then it's like a quick upslope and a downslope. Because like kids are still going to do what's trendy, which is social media right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think that the appeal of it is what's bringing them there. Like we see this place, it has like people that will perform there, like younger music artists. Like,
So for us, that's Knitting Factory.
well, yes,
But
for adults, it's Knitting Factory.
yeah,
But like if we were growing up, like we would love to go to a place if if it was like, oh yeah, Selena Gomez is gonna perform there, or Justin Bieber, or One Direction, like those younger pop stars that we grew up with.
yeah.
Like if those people were coming to perform at this place almost regularly,
Now-
of course we'll hang out there.
If anything, this movie is actually probably portraying like the German culture a bit.
Explain.
Germans have a thing for like the Europe area, and I'm pretty sure it's a portion of it. It's pretty common in German, but don't you guys can fact check me on this, but I probably am getting some of this information wrong because I am spewing from my memory. But anyways, they actually have a lot more clubs for between the ages of like because they can drink younger, so it's like 16 to 22. They have more of a club scene than we do.
Mhm.
That makes sense to me. One of Casper's like socks is barely hanging on for dear life because he kicks his feet.
Endlessly.
And just kicked the other sock off. But yeah, I guess if we're going off of something I didn't like about the movie, it was that.
You didn't like the teen club?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay. Well, we're talking about gripes. Okay, so there's that scene that I was talking to him about where you remember how they get stuck in the the mud,
Mhm.
right? And it's like mud, quicksand, undisclosed substance, and then like they're walking down and Jessica's complaining, and then Christopher Wilde's complaining about her complaining, and then like shenanigans happen where they get pulled into like a pond. And so there's this really like cute scene where like they're sitting there and they're talking about life and they're being just like person to person. But here's the thing. Christopher was wearing all dry clothes and he was wearing a white t-shirt. So if that was still wet, we would be seeing nipples. We would be seeing like everything exposed because it's a white t-shirt. But guess what? Bro was perfectly dry. And his hair was perfectly styled, which if you ever encountered water ever, it ruins your hair day. And then,
Like my hair right now.
listen, people will be like, but Jessica's the same, right? No, because her shirt is wet. Yet her makeup is still perfect and her hair is somehow miraculously dry, but her shirt's not, but her jeans are dry. And that really, really bothered me for some reason. I was like, either they're dry perfectly or they're all soaking wet. And for the record, I know like the person who played Christopher Wilde, and like I don't want people to be like, Megan, you want to see like that child actor's like nipples and stuff? No.
You just want it to be portrayed accurately to the scene.
Exactly. And if they were going to have a scene where Christopher Wilde gets thrown into a pond and he's supposed to get wet. Don't put him in a white t-shirt. There's this thing called the wardrobe department.
Like a black t-shirt with like maybe like white sunglasses and a white belt could have worked.
Exactly. Sorry, it bothered me on like a like
I know it's not as clean looking, but
I was, no, my reaction was just to the black t-shirt because I'm like, black t-shirt in LA in like Southern California sun.
oh yeah, that's the other. Okay,
and everyone was wearing jeans during that and I was like, girl, how are you not like
dying.
dying?
Yeah.
It's like wearing like a t-shirt and like something over it and in jeans. I'm like,
While you are mentioning the white t-shirt though, I am like thinking of like how they were on the beach and it's like they could have just had him like wore like something to go surfing in.
well, he couldn't go back to his house, remember? Because there was that whole party thing.
Yeah.
The reporters, yeah. See, I
And
didn't.
don't like famous people bring a change of clothes in their car?
I was like the change of clothes in the car.
I have a change of clothes in my car. It's not unusual.
See, I didn't really have anything that I didn't like in the movie,
It was just me nitpicking.
but something I wish we were able to have seen was after Jessica and Christopher like go splitsky, and like Jessica's obviously brokenhearted about it.
Oh, okay.
She goes back to her grandma's house. I want to have known what the conversation was.
Yeah, like how
Because
the car disappeared. How did the car disappear? Where were you? And there was like that brief sound was like, what happened in California, Jessica? And she's just like, you have to trust me. I'm sorry. I'm a parent now. But I'm pretty sure most parents would be like, no, you're gonna have to give me slightly a little bit more than just trust me, bro. Like, what did happen to your grandmother's car? Speaking of parents, sorry, continue.
No, just I mean there is that, but like again, like they understand that the car is gone. Jessica apparently have to go.
Guys, sorry, Casper Jr. is very needy. But we will definitely get back to Sean's point of view in just a second.
Yes. What's your favorite song in the movie?
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Something about the sunshine. I don't know. Shades is also really good. It's like number 2.
All right, please
No.
continue with your point of view.
No, but like afterwards when they get back to Michigan, the reporters are in the front yard or whatever, and the parents ask what happened in California. But the grandma had made a comment when they're talking about the car, being like how she's trying to get rid of the car, and she goes, "Everything will be okay." I'm like, okay, what do they know? What don't they know?
Yeah.
I'm like, do they know you got your heart broken by a famous dude? Apparently not, because the parents don't know.
But like,
What did
also,
you tell them about the car? But also, how do you explain like how heartbroken you're acting? Like,
oh, I
and
want
the-
to add something to
and the
that.
sister didn't help. The sister was a regal biatch.
Okay, the sister, I hated her.
Wait, I want to pause, and then we can talk about the sister. Because the grandmother was like, it's okay, and was talking to her like she knew that she met someone in California that broke her heart. Okay, now let's continue on this sister situation. What's in her name?
Sarah,
Sarah's
There
the
we go.
worst. Oh my gosh.
for a number of reasons.
Gosh. Okay, in the beginning she's just completely annoying, but sorry, I will want to get this out before I forget about it. Going back on like not giving enough information to the parents and the grandmother and everything. Jessica kind of did what I did pretty similar as a teenager and like just didn't really communicate to my family about like majority of my plans
Mm.
because I will admit, like, by the time I turned 16 and like, well, when I was 17 and had a car, I didn't get questioned a lot about like where I was or anything like that. It was just kind of like show up, you know, essentially for
Show up when
bedtime.
needed, yeah. Here's the thing. My sister used to like obsess over celebrities, not to the level
Oh my
of
god, yeah, her stalker level is creepy AF.
and I'm like, it's kind of played as laughs. Like Jessica says at one point, I was like, my sister knows where you are all the time, and she lives in Kalamazoo. And I'm like, no, they should have taken that like more like
Honestly,
serious.
I think more paparazzi like companies and magazine companies should just hire teenage girls. Apparently, they're impeccable at finding people.
Oh my god, yeah, should be serious, yeah.
Hire more specifically Sarah, the teenage
Or like the FBI should just be hiring those people. They have stock, like they're up there in their forensic abilities.
They okay, but if there's gonna be people hiring teenagers today for paparazzi, they need to hire the people on TikTok who like did a whole thing on the Ned Fulmer situation.
It was literally gonna bring that up. How did you read my mind?
I was just thinking of like all the girls that are like, let me tell you the tea about Ned Fulmer and his wife. I saw
this one frame of this one pixel of this one video with his sleeve.
and I knew it was Ned Fulmer and that he was cheating on his wife. Let me tell you guys about it. Leaked. And then all of a sudden, the Try Guys. And then all of a sudden, dun dun dun, marriage issues, HR issues, Ned Fulmer's gone. Ba ba da.
Oh my gosh, I love how we're sharing the same brain cell.
But like in today's age, like let's admit it, that's the new paparazzi.
Oh yeah.
It's true though.
Who needs
Like,
paparazzi?
social media has basically made like the need for like real paparazzi like obsolete because you don't need them. You have social media for that.
Everyone's recording everything. And then you see that one pixel in that one frame of that one hair strand, and then you know it is that one celebrity.
Okay, but like, what are your guys' thoughts to like switch topics a little bit? Like,
Oh, I kind of wanted to continue
oh,
on this
okay,
topic
keep going then.
just for a little bit longer. If you guys also listen to other podcasts, one that I listened to for a while was Alex Cooper and Caller Daddy. Now, Alex Cooper, she went to a university in Florida. I don't remember which one, but I just find it kind of interesting because going back on this Ned Fulmer situation, those girls, like, I don't know how, but they partied with celebrities like every weekend and like they talk about it. And but none of this stuff gets posted on social media because at the parties in Florida, they take your phones at the door to prevent that.
Honestly,
Which is, I honestly wouldn't mind that.
I was gonna say,
Are you going to edit Casper Jr. out or are you going to be talking on the side? All right, we got a Sean talking on the side with Casper Jr.
If you can't see me on camera, it's because I'm off camera holding a baby. But anyways,
that baby was fussy.
that's interesting that they take their phone. I personally would hate that, although I respect the value of privacy.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't blame a celebrity for not wanting to be recorded everywhere.
Honestly, though, but like on that topic,
I feel
it
like
just kind of like ties in with where I was going to like try to switch back a little bit because I personally get so angry when after the whole like car incident and stuff and they're like walking back and they get back to the beach and they're about to kiss
Mm-hmm.
and well Jessica and Christopher are about to kiss and I hate that Christopher goes immediately back to performing and is a complete
brat.
yeah, thank you to her and like takes her camera like everything like that and basically like that's horrible.
The ending of the movie where like they're about to kiss again too, and then the sister interrupts them.
It's so funny.
I got so angry.
It's so funny that she just
funny.
faints.
It's funny, but at the same time,
It annoys the shit out of me. I also didn't like the fact that like, okay, I get it, you know, it's a very Disney and rom-com thing to do at the end of declaring my love for you, you know, but you know, Christopher definitely could have just walked in, not done a musical.
I love that song though. That song is cute.
He was singing it like after the movie. to Lynn as a lullaby, and it was very sweet.
I
And
just
Casper as a
think,
lullaby, it was very sweet.
I think he could have just gone to Jessica and just been like,
I disagree. I think it needed to be what it was because the whole
I like
thing
the fact she called him out on it though.
we called him
yeah.
out on it, but it kind of needed to be as big as it was because the whole thing was he's embarrassed to be around her. Like he was embarrassed to be seen with her. He was not wanting to be seen in public with her. She was, in her words, a nobody, someone like you. And so I think the fact that he made it so public but needed to happen to prove the point of like, no, I don't care.
Hmm.
However, I think that should have been much more than one song and then a quick resolve, personally,
Yeah.
because she's the type of person that wouldn't have forgiven so easily right away. Especially not something that big, especially when he lied on national television. Who is Jessica Olson? You know?
Well, oh my gosh, speaking of that, I really hated it when Sarah's best friend was just like went and completely degraded Jessica.
As if the sister hasn't been doing it the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
And then Sarah was like, "Actually, that's my sister. You shut up and go away." But like at the dance, you can see those two like palling around together. Oh my gosh.
It bugs me to no end that her sister treats her the way that she does. Like, I'm surprised Jessica doesn't have more like self-esteem issues,
Yeah.
other things like to tell her sister she's not invited to an all-school dance. Like that's nuts to me.
But also Jessica definitely does seem like the girl, like if she doesn't have a date, she's not going to the dance.
I was that person.
Yeah, I was also that
I had no
person.
reason to go to homecoming.
I only, oh God. I only went to homecoming and prom once with my ex, and I'm pretty sure he cheated on me on prom night.
Oh,
I only ever went to prom. I never went to any other dance, never
I
went to Tolo, never went to homecoming.
I went to homecoming twice with the same guy. Turns out he's gay, by the way. I went to prom with one of my good friends. Not my best friend, but one of my good friends. Because her dad was like, "I'm going to force you to go," and my friend was like, "This is awful. I don't want to go alone." And 3 days before prom, she was like, "Megan, can you go with me?" So I went to prom.
But I mean, like, the
It was
fact that,
overrated.
like, even the sister like had her trying on the dresses for her like a model so she can scope out what she wants to wear.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
Like, come on.
Like,
And that blue dress was like really tacky.
yeah.
That one was really tacky.
But to be fair, I think all those dresses were kind of tacky.
Except for the ones they actually wore. Those were cute.
Yeah. But like 2010s dresses are a bit out there, let's admit it.
There. I wouldn't know I never wore one, but yeah.
Okay, let's
The only dresses the only dances and dresses that I went to were like I went to a lot more Mormon dances than any school dance. And those ones were actually pretty fun because I got ice cream, I wore Jordans, and I wore a long dress just to fit in with the I have to wear a dress theme. But the games were fun, okay? Like, you got to put your shoe in the center, and then the guy picked out your shoe, and then he had to come find you. And it's always great when you wear men's shoes to a dance, and then the most guyest guy is picking out the guy's shoe because he's like, this one's the bro. Especially at a Mormon dance, they're just like, okay, where's the weird girl that's wearing the tennis shoes here?
Okay, but like the fact you brought up games, I think there needs to be more things at dances.
Oh my god,
I
yes.
agree. Besides like the photo booth and dancing, there needs to be something else to do.
Like Connect 4, giant Connect 4, like basketball Connect 4.
Yeah.
I would be so down for that at a dance.
But see, like I was the person that's like hanging out in the back, not dancing,
Yeah.
and just like wanting to talk to people.
What's funny is I go to more dances now as an adult than I did in middle school. So like now I go to more raves and stuff like that, which let me tell you, those are fun. You have to be an adult to go to them. but there's definitely a lot more things to do besides just dancing. Like, in addition to there being like normally between like 3 to 5 different DJ sets, there's also carnival rides, there's food, there's places you can take naps. I've gone to ones where they had video games and like you're playing COD and stuff, and then there's also like electric field gardens, so it's like you walk through and it's like a mirror maze type of thing, and it's so fun.
Megan's mind's been blown.
Do I need to take you to a rave?
You might have to take me to a rave.
Oh my
Take-
gosh,
Take pictures for me.
I'm gonna take your wife's rave virginity.
Don't say that on a podcast.
She's a rave baby. She's gonna become a rave baby.
Hi.
You're gonna love it.
Okay, sure. You know what? Out of everyone I know, I would go to the rave with you.
Perfect, because I don't do drugs at raves.
Neither do I.
We might occasionally have a drink.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then we can make candied bracelets
Oh, I love it.
and then trade them with people.
Okay, this just sounds like fun.
Yes,
Anyway,
the culture at raves too. Man, okay, we need dances, school dances to be like raves. Like, let me tell you.
okay.
Minus the drugs.
Okay, but here's the thing, and I know this is almost unique to me. I know you two are not going to share this same point of view as me.
Okay.
I miss the more traditional dances where you would occasionally have the slow song where people actually danced,
See, this is what I
Not
like
the-
about the
not-
Mormon dances.
not the mosh pit of pumping your fist in the air. Like I miss I like the culture of like people like actually dancing together.
Okay, but rave culture is no longer about the fist pumping. It's about like, actually, it's more of a vibe. It's like more of like the wave surfing.
Okay. I hear you. I think I'm in like the happy medium. The thing is, I don't particularly like traditional dance. And the reason is, I have some trauma with being lifted off the ground. And so it's really, really, really hard for me to like get piggyback rides, to be carried anywhere,
Did someone try to like do the whole
lift up into the air.
time of our life?
Yeah, no, I would
Dirty
rather
dancing.
I would rather, I don't know, do almost anything else than be lifted or dipped or something. Sean, bless his heart, really, really wants to do some like traditional dancing, and he'll show me these videos. I'm like, most of this looks good, and then there's a dance like dip, or that the man lifts them into the air, and I'm like, nope. I would rather
Here's the
eat
thing.
my shoe.
Here's the thing. My reason is because when I was in high school, like I think I said this on a prior episode, like I used to be on my high school's winter guard team, which is contemporary dancing with like flags, sabers, and stuff. But I also like really loved swing dancing. And during my senior year, we even my high school started having a ballroom dance team. And the coach for that tried to recruit me for it, but couldn't because I was a senior when they started it. and stuff. So they couldn't get me. And so I love partner dancing. I know Jonelle knows this.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough,
Because we did this once, and not gonna lie, that was
that was already way awkward.
yeah.
Because we went when we were in college, there was a ballroom dance club, and we actually attended once, and we learned like one dance. But like, I love partner dancing because it's so much more fun being able, at least then you're dancing with someone. To me, I always feel like I'm gonna pin it on social anxiety, but like I don't like having to like feel alone dancing. Like even if I'm in a mosh pit, I'm like, I hope I don't look weird versus like me physically dancing with someone.
The nice thing about a rave is everyone's weird. No one's gonna care what you're doing.
No one's gonna care except for me.
It's true.
And
Here's the thing, I
if
won't
you're
know.
too overstimulated, there's a hammock over there. Just go lay in it and vibe. And there's a heater underneath the hammock too to keep you warm.
The more you talk about raves, the more I'm like, do I
The
want to go
only
to?
downside is that it's really loud.
Oh yeah, I'd bring like noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, so that's the only downside I can really see for you. Oh, and it gets very crowded.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
But the fact that you could go chill in a hammock by yourself is enough of a yes. Oh, and then every time at the med center, they also have beanbag chairs if you just need a quiet place. Like they actually do have silencing headphones at the med center and beanbag chairs just for you to lay down and chill. And they'll give you water and food.
Oh, water and food? Yes, please.
And they'll give you extra band-aids.
We always need extra band-aids at
And
this
maybe
house.
free Narcan, I don't remember.
Most Narcan is free nowadays.
You'd
Oh.
be surprised, it's like $50 at Target.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But no.
I feel like the parents did a bad job parenting during this movie.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how. I mean, I do not blame Christopher for how he ended up.
No, I meant Jessica and Sarah's parents.
Oh, they didn't fail Jessica because Jessica had a very strong head on her shoulders. She was set. They did a terrible job with Sarah. Jessica was set.
Oh yeah. But like also they're in a state that they don't know super well and they're just like, yeah, go have fun.
Yeah.
No deadline to be home. Oh, you're gonna go out in the middle of the night. Where are you going?
The parenting style in this movie
Is very laissez-faire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a smile.
Which this doesn't like accurately represent a lot of households here in the United States.
I'll go with Casper Jr. for a second.
Well, it's just me again. Welcome to Jonelle on the Friends of Disney show. All right, now
It's me here too.
Casper Jr. is a handful today, apparently.
To be fair, he's been pretty sleepy. Sleep regressions, gotta love him.
But in general, besides the bad parenting, like there is a good story.
It's a good story. I mean, I just feel frustrated when it comes to Christopher Wilde's character. And obviously I know it's a movie, so he's purposely made this way to show the growth and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But like what bothers me is how him and Stubby
Mhm.
are like staring at the pictures from Jessica's camera, which I'm still mad that he took. That makes me mad that he took those pictures from her. And they're talking about her. And then Alexis, his girlfriend, walks in and she's like, who is she? Is she more famous than me? Is she hotter than me? And ends up breaking up with him. And Stubby like holds up a sign in the studio like, dude, you're free. And I'm like, oh shit, oh snap, he can go and like be with Jessica. No, he makes it worse. He continues on with this and just makes it worse. And it takes Stubby snapping into him, being like, dude, you need to hold yourself accountable. You keep saying you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
Sorry, I'm also looking at cast because they're
What?
okay. Sorry, I was just looking at cast members because Ben, in a way, seemed like he could have been in StarStruck.
He wasn't. He has that same boyish look that Sterling Knight had,
Yeah.
which Sterling Knight was like the most momentary heartthrob of Disney Channel. Because you figure he had this movie, he had Sunny with a Chance,
Mm-hmm.
so random.
Also, his name's Sterling Knight.
Oh my god, Megan says that his name Sterling Knight is like a chef's kiss, and I honestly agree. That's a cool name, Sterling Knight.
Well, Christopher Wilde isn't bad either. Well, for the movie.
For the movie is not bad, but like, I mean, can you imagine your name as a celebrity being Sterling Knight? That's cool.
The parents definitely were just like, this is a cool name.
Mine's not that cool.
Also, I gotta say, it's kind of nice. All the background noise finally settled down.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
I've been trying to like talk over all this background noise, and it's been very distracting.
Well, between the baby and the washer and dryer that were going, like,
Yeah.
but no, I love this movie so much. Like, the soundtrack is a bop, although I can't get over that you wouldn't hear any of these songs on a radio,
No.
but they're all amazing.
Yeah.
Not one you would hear on the radio.
Honestly, I kind of wonder because I used to listen to the radio a lot when I had my Jeep, but I don't listen to the radio as much anymore now that I have Apple CarPlay.
I've been getting back into the radio because like I love listening to like radio shows. Like
Oh my gosh, Dave, Ken, and Molly in the morning.
for me,
Hilarious.
it's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning,
Mm.
formerly Brooke and Jubal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
I
then
was-
and then I also love to listen to Delilah at night.
Which one is the second date update?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Dude,
Yep.
I love this second date update. It's hilarious. And
Oh
is
my
it
God.
just on our radio or is it like
No, so they're based out of Seattle, and so in Seattle they're on 92.5. Over here they're on
92.9?
no, it's KCDA. It's one something.
Oh, 103.1.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, 103.9 is
then-
KCDA.
But they also are on like iHeartRadio and stuff like that. But yeah, the second date update,
The second date
phone
update.
taps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are just so funny because like when I drive into work, like it takes a while for my phone to connect to Apple CarPlay. So then often that's what's popping up on the radio when I'm heading to work. And I'll like just take my phone off just so I can listen to the show. But then they put in a ad break for music and I'm like, gosh dang it.
Yeah, they do that. But I love listening to the second date updates. Like I'm been introducing Megan to the radio a little bit more because she's never listened to like radio shows, and I'm like, no, they're fun.
Yeah. And if none of you guys know what the second date update is and like you're not from this area, essentially is someone from who like listens to this radio show would have to know how to contact them
They like send them an email being like,
about a bad date experience.
well, not even necessarily a bad day experience. They're like, hey, I went out with this guy and
Girl.
or girl, and they're refusing to get back to me. Like I've tried calling them, tried texting them, and they're not responding.
Yeah.
Is they're like, here's his number and stuff. And so the radio show will like call you, get your side of the story, leave you on the line, call the person, talk to them, get their side of the story of like the date or hangout, reveal that you're on listening, and then they're like, do you let you guys like talk it out a little bit?
And then do you want to go on another date?
Do you want to go on a date? And the radio show will like pay for it.
Yeah.
I've like showed Megan a couple, and oh my god, like there was
Some of them are so dramatic.
so dramatic, so funny, or so cute.
Yeah.
It's like hysterical.
Like there was one of like this person, like his grandma had just died, and like there was a scenario of like he went on a date and then like kind of put in a few symbolic meanings of his grandma in there, and it kind of freaked the girl out a little bit. And then when they talked, he was just like, yeah, like my grandma had like just died like not that long ago, and like I explained the whole deal, and then she was like, okay, well just don't do that again, and they went on another date.
So the one I've they're popping up on my Instagram feed, the
Mhm.
reels and that stuff now, and I was showing them to Megan, and there was this one that was
Do they just have them like, can you listen to them just as like the whole segment
I
itself
think
without
so. I think so. Second date updates.
because like I genuinely just want to listen to those as the show and watch them without having to listen to them on the radio because I hate radio ads and I hate radio music because right now radio music is nothing I want to listen to.
Well, so that's the nice thing is that like the radio show that they actually are on for us right now, for over here, the station that they're on is actually like 90s to now. So it's not even just right now. It's like music we completely grew up with.
Yeah, but every time like the next song that they play is just like, ugh, why this song? Like the apartment song with Bruno Mars and that one girl, Rosie.
Rose from Blackpink.
Yeah.
Bata.
I do like Rose's music. I have a song of hers on my playlist,
And I like Bruno Mars.
but I don't like
I like that song except for that part. I like that song except for that part.
It's so.
Mm-hmm. But no.
My household keeps joking that Bruno Mars only came back because he got broke.
Yep. Back to StarStruck. Sorry, brief radio ad.
Little.
But no, I find it funny how
Now
like
we need
when
to
you
watch
get
Radio
past-
Rebel.
I find it funny how like casting wise, you see so many like common Disney faces, like Jessica's mom,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the most normal like random Disney mom to see. She's like always a mom in Disney some way somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But not the Disney mom.
Not one of the Disney moms. But then you would also have like Sterling Knight, that or Stubby, who is from the same stuff that Sterling Knight is in.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the gal who plays Jessica went on to do a bunch of stuff as well. But then you also had um Christopher Wilde's girlfriend Alexis, who was Chelsea Staub, who is also very known in Disney Channel world.
Where was she? What did she play in?
Jonas. And I believe she's one of the Phineas and Ferb characters.
Mm.
I was trying to place her last night.
Yep. Keep talking.
Yeah, I don't know. StarStruck has like a little unique place in my heart. I like
There's a unique place for Starstruck. There's just things we hate about it, things we like about it, and at this point, I feel like for me personally, there's not much else to say about Starstruck.
I would have to agree. Also, it was not Phineas and Ferb she was on. It was
That's
Fish
Hooks.
Hooks.
What
Oh, I love Fish Hooks.
the theme song is so good.
I was like, very unpopular opinion, but I like Fish Hooks.
And she was also on Minutemen.
Right.
Underrated Disney DCOM right there, Minutemen. But no. Yeah, this movie is just it's an S tier Disney movie, Disney Channel movie.
S
Yeah.
plus, to be honest.
Like it is up there. The
With
plot
Lemonade Mouth, yeah.
is great. Music is great.
The plot's great. There's just
It's
external factors in the plot that are not great. Like there's a lot of
For us personally, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like again, we remove our personal bias from it. It's great. It's a great movie. But there's just some personal grievances we have. Like I don't have an issue with the clothes
yeah.
thing, like she does.
Well, I mean, we just have an issue with Christopher Wilde and him being the Justin Bieber wannabe
Mm-hmm.
Oh, something else I really hold on.
and the under 21 club.
Hold on. There is actually a problem with the plot I have that I want to bring up now. Here, let me present it to you. Okay, so like one of the main plots of the movie is Christopher Wilde is trying so hard to get into this movie business, into this one specific movie, right? And so like his whole he was talking to the director, and the director's like, I don't want you to be seen by the press at all, for positive or for negative. And the whole thing is Christopher Wilde is like running away from the paparazzi for like the weekend or whatever. And he fails epically. But from the way the paparazzi is in like the movie, they were like parked outside of his house, right? Like what if Christopher Wilde needed to go get groceries? What if he just walked outside of his house?
Which, knowing how like the paparazzi works now, it's like people who report, you know, where a celebrity is going to be, and normally it's by another celebrity. Like another celebrity will call and say, "Hey, you know, this other celebrity is going to be here. You might want to take pictures of them," and that's normally if there's drama. And realistically, paparazzi's not going to be sitting at your house 24/7 if you're popular.
I have better things to do.
Yeah, in hopes that like you might come out of your house, but like if there's one celebrity that does have people constantly watching them today, that's JoJo Siwa.
And Taylor
Because
Swift.
like
That's
JoJo
what I say.
Siwa like
Jojo Siwa, Taylor
went to
Swift.
go to like the store and then like made an errand, I'm assuming to get something for her and her partner at the time. It was an adult store, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, JoJo Siwa's at an adult store," and it's like, yes, she's an adult. Let her shop for her adult things.
I think it just comes to show the standards that we try to hold our celebrities to, or at least the public tries to hold celebrities to, because you almost have to have a perfect image constantly. And we see that Christopher succumbs to that when he has his reality check
Mhm.
after lovely day with Jessica and stuff because it's all image that they care about.
Yeah.
Because one step out of line where you try to be a normal human and that, Lord forbid.
So I'm a little into K-pop, just a little bit, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. I like two bands, two groups, and I'm not like super into the fandoms, but one thing there's a lot of talk about is netizens, which is just like the public opinion as far as I'm concerned, and like I've been watching a lot of videos of like things that people get mad at, and how like people often judge K-pop idols for like not being perfect. They're supposed to be like,
Okay, Japanese culture though is like a lot more strict.
yeah,
But this is Korean.
Korea,
K-pop.
Or
yeah, K-pop, but like J-pop is like even more intense from what I've heard. I'm sorry, Nova, I keep shocking you. Everyone say hi to Nova.
But no, it's like it's that way with a lot of our celebrities though.
and
Like people blow up. Like we just watched the new Gabriel Iglesias special on Netflix. Really funny, by the way. But
We're not sponsored.
he told this story about how like, oh yeah, I went to Disneyland and the ride broke down, and the headline was Fluffy gets into accident on LA freeway. And people would like make comments being like, huh, big large Mexican and cause a ride to stop moving. I wonder why.
Casper, don't get
Like-
upset.
Like I don't know, like people just trying to just do their life is for some reason, Lord forbid, happens to
Well-
someone in the public eye.
And then when I go and watch like the other podcasts that I listen to, like Alex Cooper and Call Her Daddy, they have celebrities go onto their podcast. And a lot of times when the celebrities are talking, they're like, they really try and avoid the public. Like, because they're like, everything that's depicted on the magazines and social media, like, aren't true. Like,
Mhm.
yes, there's parts of it that are true, absolutely. But they're twisting their words. And I think a good example of this is when in Wizards of Waverly Place, when Alex won Wizard of the Year, and what's his name? The Beast Tamer came in, and they're like, let's make it official. And then she was like, yeah, it's official. We're not dating. And then they completely removed the last portion and only kept the, yeah, it's official. And I think that right there is really a more accurate description of celebrity and their public image today, is that like they can say something completely full and true, but the media is only going to cut what the people are going to want to hear and what's going to be dramatic, because that's what news article wants, is they want something to grab your attention.
Which makes me sad. Like again, like these are still people. Like as much as they get like earn a lot of money and they are in the public eye for doing movies, music, concerts, those things. They're people. That's their job.
Yeah.
That's why I've like made it a personal I don't want to say goal. Goal isn't the right word, but like personal promise to myself. If I ever met a celebrity and they're like, "Hi, let's just use Selena Gomez. I'm Selena Gomez. How are you?" I'd be like, I would pretend I had no idea who they are and just treat them like a normal person. Even if they were like, I don't know, most famous celebrity, like that everyone should know who they are. I would just treat them like I have no idea.
And I obviously worked at the casino for a while. We had shows and things like that. So we've had a few celebrities come in out of the casino, and you'll see them. But like general rule working there is you're not allowed to talk to them. Like you have to treat them like a normal human being. Like you can't, they don't want their employees going up to the celebrity being like, "Oh my God, since you're now behind, whatever, and I'm guiding you to your hotel room or whatever, like, can we take a picture?" No, you have to just treat them like a normal human being and give them dignity.
Yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever met a celebrity?
Through the casino, yeah, just like them walking through, but like never actually really sat and talked to one.
I've never met one. However, I keep learning facts that get really, really weird.
I ran into David Henry at the Spokane Valley Mall.
Yes.
Yes.
See, like,
David Henry,
I-
you got family in Spokane. We know it. Come to our podcast.
No, thank you. I
don't
think
sound more creepy. They're people. They are people.
I think
We need some celebrity on our podcast.
I think I would personally melt into a puddle and be like
See,
so embarrassed.
I
just like,
think when it comes to the topic of meeting celebrities, I've never met a celebrity, but I've been like, I've learned over the years of like how weirdly close I've been to celebrities. Like
Yeah.
Dove Cameron grew up in Seattle, which
Yeah.
was like an hour, 2 hours from where I grew up. I'm like, that's nuts to me.
I've met politicians who worked closely with Donald Trump. Does that count? Does that count as celebrities?
I've met a lot of business people. Does that count? Well, with that,
Yep.
I think StarStruck has been strucken.
Yep.
It took me the entire how many years has it been since out? StarStruck is the name of the TV show.
Huh?
The name StarStruck comes from the TV show where Christopher Wilde, I almost said Christopher Olson, my brain was like, that's not right. Talks and it's like, I don't know Jessica Olsen. That's like
Oh,
the name
okay.
of that TV show. It's called StarStruck. And it took me till this long
The
to figure it out.
TV show in the movie.
Yeah.
It's called StarStruck.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about like an actual TV show. I'm like, no, there is an actual TV show called StarStruck, but
Yes.
not connected to this movie.
Yes, there is. Which is what I was looking at on Google.
Before we go, if you had to meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh gosh. Post Malone.
Honestly, anyone from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, they sound lovely.
I'm gonna
Any
see
of
Post
them.
Malone this summer, so if there's an opportunity for me to get an autograph from Post Malone, I will take it, and hopefully unite a real squish relationship.
I'm cheering for you on the sidelines. Just go now.
Post Malone, I just want us to be squishes.
To be friends.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like, if there's gonna be one celebrity I fan crush on, it's just Post Malone. And it's gonna be the most vibing time ever. We're just gonna listen to some good music and hang out and play games.
Okay. We're gonna let you guys go.
Aren't you gonna ask me who I would want to meet?
Okay, who would you want to meet?
It's so rude. I ask questions and then
You
people.
asked us. I didn't think you wanted us to ask you because you just said you want to treat them like normal people.
It's true. It's true. But if I had to meet anyone, I think Felix or Bing Chen from Stray Kids. They seem pretty nice.
Oh, or Selena Carpenter.
Oh, she sounds lovely. Or
I mainly just want to know what Bruno position she's gonna give me.
I want to know what happened after she fell on stage.
Okay, we're gonna let you guys go.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Do you guys understand the Bruno position thing? No. Let me show you.